Hello students. So today in this video we are going to discuss about the diagrams of chapter number 4, that is Microsoft Excel 2016. So we will discuss right now the diagrams of chapter number 4. As we have studied chapter number 4 so far, we have seen a different concept. We have gone through the different concepts. So now let's see, understand the concepts with the help of some diagrams. So let's see which one is the first diagram. Here we have different kinds of diagrams. For example, we will have Venn diagrams that we have in front of us, and we will have next diagram, that is bubble chart. This is the second diagram, and the next diagram is a flow chart that we are going to discuss right now in this chapter. And the final diagram, as you know, is a tip chart. Okay, so these are the diagrams. About these diagrams we are going to understand some concepts and discuss about each of the diagrams in detail. So let's have a look from the starting. The first diagram which we have, let's go back to the first diagram once again. Okay, so this is the first diagram, that is misconception. Another name of this diagram is a Venn diagram. So where you have to draw these diagrams, you have to draw these diagrams on the left side blank page of your computer notebook. Okay, you must have done the question answers of chapter number 4. Now you can do and draw these diagrams on the left side blank pages in your computer notebook. So you have to draw the one diagram on each page. If you don't have enough white spaces, then you can also draw the two diagrams on a single sheet or single page. Okay, so let's discuss this first diagram. This is Venn diagram, and in this diagram we have compared workbook and worksheet. Okay, so what is workbook and what is worksheet? So first of all, let's see the first part. You have to draw here, you have to write workbook. This one is the workbook and this one is for worksheet. Okay, so in workbook you can see the group of worksheets. It contains worksheets. In other words, we can say it contains worksheet. So what is a workbook? A workbook is generally is a collection of different worksheets. Okay, and a worksheet is a single sheet that contains data. Okay, so now let's understand it with an example. Suppose you have a notebook. Okay, and in that notebook you can see we have different pages. Okay, so the complete notebook is just like a workbook, and the single page of your notebook is a worksheet. Okay, so workbook contains a group of worksheets and worksheet is the single sheet, okay, in which we are currently working. Okay, so there can be more than one sheet in our Excel workbook. So like for example, we can have sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3, etc, etc. Okay, now you can add multiple tabs, multiple sheets in your workbook. Okay, now let's discuss it with an example, and I am going to show you the actual worksheet, and then we will see which one is the worksheet and which one is a workbook. Okay, so here we have the screenshot of the Microsoft Excel window, or you can see this is the example of a worksheet. Here you can see on the bottom side we have sheet 1, sheet 2, here sheet 3. Okay. These are the sheets or worksheets in the workbook. In the complete workbook, we are right now working on the current sheet 1 here. Okay, we are working on the sheet 1, and we can also click on sheet 2 and sheet 3 also. These are the worksheets, and the combination of all these sheets or this file which is being opened in MS Excel is a workbook of MS Excel. Okay, now got it. Now come to the second diagram. We will return to this diagram later to understand all the concepts. Now this is a bubble chart. This is second diagram. You have to draw on the second page, second left blank page. Now we have displayed in this bubble chart the worksheet window. Okay, just we have opened right now worksheet window. So what do we see in our worksheet window? You can see we have different components. For example, first you can see where the cursor is blinking, quick access toolbar, title bar, we have ribbon, we have formula bar, we have group, status bar, row heading, active cell, name box and file tab. So let's have a look of all these. You have to draw this diagram like this, and the title of this diagram is bubble chart. Okay, now let's understand all these points. First, quick access toolbar. Which is quick access toolbar here? You can see on the top left corner you will see a title bar, and in the title bar you will have a quick access toolbar, and in quick access toolbar we have the commands which are generally used or repeatedly used. This is called as quick access toolbar. After that, on these commands are on the title bar. This is the first strip of the MS Excel, and you will have the title of the document and the extension of the document. Okay, now come to the ribbon. This point, ribbon. So here you can see the ribbon. On this, in this picture you can see ribbon. Here we have this box. Okay, this is called as ribbon. So what is ribbon? In ribbon we have different groups and different commands. For a different tab we have different related commands. So this is a strip on which we have different commands, so this is called a ribbon. Okay, now in ribbon we have different groups. For example, you can see first font group here, alignment, numbers, styles, etc., etc. Here is a clipboard. So ribbon, on ribbon there are different commands related to a specific tab. Now here is a file tab. You can see file tab. So you can see a tab that is called as, here you can see that menu bar. This one is the menu bar. Okay, on which you have different tabs: file, home, insert, draw, page layout, etc., etc. So this is the first tab here, file tab. You can see. Okay, now next thing is that we are going to discuss formula bar. Which one is the formula bar? Let's have a look. Here you can see where the cursor is being blinking right now. This is the formula bar. Okay, here we have to write formula bar, formula. Okay, we can enter data using this formula bar also. Now next is group. As I have told you right now, there are different groups on the ribbon: font, alignment, number, style, etc., etc. Okay. Now status bar, on the top most right corner you will have status bar, a row heading. Which one is the row heading? You can see here 1, 2, 3, etc. These are the row headings. Similarly, we have column headings A, B, C, D, etc., etc. And then we have name box. Which one is the name box? Name box is this one, A1. Here is the name box. You can see. Now we have active cell. Active cell. Which one is the active cell? Active cell is here, where we are working currently. That is called as active cell. Okay. Now all these are the components in a worksheet window. Now come to the next diagram that you have to draw. This is a flow chart. Actually you have to write this name of this diagram as flow chart. Okay. So in this flow chart we have displayed or shown the steps to delete a column. So first start, right click on the header, select the delete sheet column. After that choose delete option. So you can delete sheet columns in this way. You have to draw this diagram. Now the final diagram that we have to draw is a tip chart. So first we have to draw a table like this, in which we will have work, word, information and picture, and the heading of this diagram is tip chart. Now we have different words and information related to these words. Now let's understand all these words. So first word is analysis, second range, next align, and next last word is reference. Okay, so first come to the picture. Try to understand it with the help of picture. So what is he doing right now, or it doing right now? So here is a person. You can see a glass, zoom. He is zooming something and trying to detect something. So what is he doing? What do you understand by this picture? So we can understand that this person is analyzing something. You can see. So here is the word analysis. You can see here analysis. So what is the meaning of analysis? You can understand it by this picture. So decompose a problem in a small parts. Okay, this is called as analysis. So you have to draw or write like this. Now come to the second picture. What does this second picture signify? Here what we have shown, we have a sheet. In the sheet there is a column D, and we have selected, we have enclosed here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14. These numbers in green box. What is the meaning of this box and what we have done? We have grouped some data, okay, or we have grouped some cells here. Got it? So what is it called? This is called as, we call it a range. Okay, we call it a range in MS Excel. So suppose, what is a range? Group of cells. Okay, a range is a group of cells. Either it could be in a column as we have done right now, either we can do it in row. So there will be different kinds of ranges: column row range and row range. Got it? Now come to the next picture. What is he doing right now? You can see someone is sitting on a flat plane, and just below it has a ball, and he is doing something. He is doing meditation. Why? But why? And what is written here? The great alignment. The great alignment. Okay, means he is balancing. He is trying to balance. Okay. So here what is the meaning of, what do you understand by this picture? He is trying to balance. Either he don't want to shift in right side, neither in the left side, just in between in center. Just want to remain in center to be balanced. Okay. So here the meaning of this means alignment. Okay, alignment, put objects on a specific position. So when we put any text in left side, right side or anywhere, then it is called as alignment or position something. Now second last picture, come to this picture. Here you can see a sheet once again, and just look at this 3 here and this red and closed area. Now come to the formula bar here, as I have discussed right now. B5 written in B5 written in blue and C5 written in red. Okay, so what is this? The meaning, this is actually B5 and C5. These are the references of these cells here. This one is the B3 here and this one is the C5. Okay, so name of reference is given like this, column and then row number. Now come to this diagram once again. So what is this? We have displayed range reference. We have displayed reference. So what is the meaning of reference? Reference means address of the cell. This is the address of the cell. We have displayed here address of the cell. So I think you got the point, and you have to draw all these diagrams. Now you can draw these diagrams, either you can take the screenshots. Okay, now our chapter number 4 is complete. Complete all the diagrams and question answers. Let's discuss chapter number 5 after the UT exams.